I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script every scene. These from last year, but they clean. Say to say I'ma take something else, but it's winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang the regime. I'm from Piney Green.
What's good, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna be real with you right here. I did not expect this to happen so quickly. I thought this man, Tre Boston, was going to test out free agency, look out what the market could bear, but it's become very, very obvious. Even before this year, over the past couple years, there's been a lot of talk about Tre Boston and his departure from the Panthers, how in his first few years, he did lose his starting job a couple times, and we all remember the man. We all remember watching this guy whiff on tackles, going for hit sticks when he should have been trying to wrap up people. He would be way out of position, or he would just be going rogue in coverage sometimes. There's a lot of mental mistakes going on with Tre Boston, but over the past couple years, since he left, he played with the Chargers, he played with the Cardinals, and then just this past season, he came back with the Panthers. And in those years in between with the Cardinals and the Chargers, people would talk to Tre Boston and say, yo, man, we really want you back in Carolina. Everyone in the city misses you, bro. When are you going to come to Carolina? And there was a lot of times after every offseason, we would hear about Tre Boston saying, hey, if Carolina wants me back, I'll come back to Carolina. But, you know, our asking prices ain't really the same. We can't really meet in the middle on different things in the contract. So he just move on, do his thing. And he be doing that, like I said, every offseason. So it was very obvious that Tre Boston loves Carolina, loves Charlotte, and has a really soft spot in his heart for the Panthers specifically. I'm pretty sure during all that time, he actually still lived and had a house in Charlotte. So, I mean, look, the man obviously loves Charlotte. And in this tweet right here from Adam Schefter, it says, safety Tre Boston stays with the Panthers on a 3-year deal worth $18 million with $9.5 million in year 1 per Rosenhaus Sports. Now, look, this tells me a couple things. A 3-year deal is crazy to me. That's wild. That's a long contract, honestly, for Tre Boston, who actually is still pretty young, but is also kind of cheap. So that's kind of a good deal for us. But the second thing I noticed is that it's an $18 million contract with $9.5 million due in the first year. This tells me for 100% of a fact that if Tre Boston ever has one bad season, Tre Boston is really on a year-to-year deal because half the money is basically up front. Half the money in his deal is in year 1. Because I know for a fact the full contract of $18 million is not fully guaranteed. The full guarantees is probably something like 11 or 12, honestly. So it's a very, very easy out for the team in year 2. And also, you can go through year 2. He plays alright in year 1, goes to year 2, is not playing up to snuff. There's a very easy out for the team in year 2. It's like, look, we paid you most of the money. All your guaranteed money is up. You can get up out of here. This is really a 1-year deal with 2-year options for the team. I have no real idea how to really react to this. I think Tre Boston could have gotten more money and had a more respectful deal somewhere else. And I said this several times over the past couple months. I thought that Tre Boston would stay with the Panthers, and I even did my mock draft assuming he would stay with the Panthers because I didn't draft a free safety even though he wasn't on contract yet. And we did just sign Justin Burris to a 2-year, $8 million deal. Now, I don't know if $4 million a year is really that much for a backup, and obviously the full 8 isn't guaranteed. He's probably making $2.5 million per year. Honestly, let's be real about it. This isn't the NBA or MLB. When you hear these numbers come out about a player getting a certain amount of money over a certain amount of time of years, you don't really know how much money they're getting. There's the max value they're getting, which is the number you hear. Then there's the guaranteed money, which is the money they'd be getting if they're on the team that whole length of the contract. And then there's the fully guaranteed number, which is the money that's actually given to the player at the time of signing. The NFL is a finesser's league. These owners in the CBA is so... It's so ridiculous to me. How these players agree to a CBA where the money in their contract is never really guaranteed to them is beyond me. But basically, what we're looking at here with Tre Boston specifically is a contract where this is really a 1-year deal 1-year deal. It's more prove-it deals with the 3-year label on it. This is really a prove-it deal each and every year he's on the team. I'm pretty sure the last year of his deal probably has almost no money. Like, he's really earning not that much money at all in his last year. It's so front-loaded. But I can't hate on this. I just know that this guy, being ranked 13th in PFF safety grading from this past season, probably could have gotten more money from a more safety or just secondary needy team. You can see his stats right here over the past 3 years. In 2017 with the Chargers, he had 5 interceptions, 8 passes defended, and 79 total tackles at the safety position. That's pretty good. Then he moved on to the Arizona Cardinals. He had 3 interceptions, 9 passes defended, and I think 79 total tackles again that season. And then just this past year with the Panthers, he had 3 more interceptions. So the past 3 years, he's had at least 3 interceptions. Right? 11 passes defended and 68 total tackles. He's been consistently good. These right here are the kind of numbers that get some players around or just maybe under franchise safety type contracts with a very needy team. I'm not going to lie to you. There's just no way he had those 2 years with the Chargers and the Cardinals and no one talked to him. He was actually still a free agent going into August when we picked him up. We weren't even going to get him at first. Remember that. We weren't really going to get him at first. And then this past season, he played really well, and he goes ahead and signs without even testing the market. Hey, I got love for it because we now have a starting free safety, a backup free safety. We got a day 3 type end on the line right now for us. So the draft is kind of wide open. We don't need to get a quarterback. And I think we are very wide open to get guys in the front 7 and really corners. Probably going to double dip at corner. Very, very high. If we don't double dip at corner, we're doing something wrong. And we got to get guys on the edge because the 2 times we played Tom Brady this season, I want to hit him. I'm just keeping it real. But let's get past that. There will be time in the future. No, there's going to be a lot of time in the future to talk about how we're going to hit Tom Brady. Oh, you 42? Oh, you 43. I bet. Let's see how willing you are to keep playing this man's game when we got dudes rotating in and out, staying fresh with the only words in their ear being hit number 12. Alright? This video is about Tre Boston, though. Tre Boston, man, glad you're back on the team. You probably got finesse, but you probably liked it anyway, so hey, I can't blame you. I can't judge you for it. Glad you're here. That's one less thing to have to worry about for the Panthers. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.